Radiofrequency microneedling versus HIFU. What's the difference? What do you need to know? I'm going to tell you now. I'm Rachel from Radiant Living in Parbold, and I carry out both of these treatments on a regular basis. Okay, so we're going to start with radiofrequency microneedling. What actually does it do? Well, it basically delivers controlled damage by needles into the skin. We use numbing cream. We then apply this to the skin, and it basically delivers these needles and radiofrequency. So it's a combination of microneedling and radiofrequency in one treatment, which is sent into the skin to cause a tightening and healing effect. So this is suitable for all areas of the face. It's actually specifically good, well, for all around the mouth, the jawline. We can go really close under the eyes with it. We can do all the forehead, the neck, and also you can do body areas. So really good for smoothing and tightening fine lines, wrinkles, also acne scarring. So a general brilliant overhaul. Okay, HIFU. This is completely different. This is high intense focused ultrasound. So this shoots out ultrasound waves that you can't see or hear, and they go all the way past the layers that we use for radiofrequency microneedling. So that's hitting all of the top 2 to 3 layers of the skin. This goes way deeper than that, and this hits an area called the SMAS layer, the superficial muscular aponeuristic system, which is what a surgeon will get hold of and lift at a facelift. So this is a much deeper treatment, and this is more suited for lifting and tightening for areas of sagging, I would say. So radiofrequency microneedling is for smoothing and tightening and potentially for acne scarring. HIFU is more for lifting sagging areas. Okay, so which areas can both treat? So HIFU is very, very good for this area here, although not for around the mouth immediately, because it's not suitable for here. So it's more for like here, where my hands are. You can do HIFU if you've got a mini handpiece around the eyes and the forehead, but not as suitable as radiofrequency microneedling. This is very specific and targeted, so we can go really, really close to the mouth, all the way around the mouth, so very good for lines around the mouth. We can get very close under the eyes with this handpiece and over and around the eyes and here. HIFU cannot do here, and HIFU cannot do very, very close to around the eyes. So if you're worried about like crepiness around the eyes, then it would be this one. And if you're worried about top lip lines, then it would be this radiofrequency microneedling, often called Morpheus 8. HIFU, again, specifically more for the lower face and jawline, particularly good for under here, the submental and mandible, and also very good for the neck too. Okay, sensation-wise, totally different sensations. Radiofrequency microneedling, again, called Morpheus 8, we would use numbing cream, and we can tailor this treatment, tailor the depth of the needles, and tailor the radiofrequency. Once we've applied the numbing cream, we will leave that for half an hour, take it off, and then perform the treatment. You will feel maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10 sensation, a hot pinprick. I don't think that sensation puts anybody off. I do it all the time, and I've had this treatment absolutely fine. So something that it wouldn't really put you off. Number of treatments for radiofrequency microneedling, ideally 3 treatments spaced 5 to 6 weeks apart for maximum results, and then a maintenance treatment every 6 to 12 months for best results. Okay, HIFU, firstly sensation. Okay, this is going completely past the surface layer of the skin to this deep layer. So it is a very strange sensation. There is no point in putting numbing cream on with this because it won't do a thing. But you can take paracetamol, not anti-inflammatory, not ibuprofen, because that will counteract the treatment. So you can take paracetamol and that will take the sensation away. But this is more like a very deep tapping sensation. It's really hard to explain. But it's almost like someone's got a little tool and it's like tapping at your skin. When you first start having this treatment, maybe over here, you will almost feel nothing and think, what's all the fuss about? I don't really feel that much at all. But it's actually the accumulation of the treatment as you go all the way over the face. It starts to feel like your face is aching. There are certain areas where, like I said, you'll think nothing of it. And there are other areas, particularly around the jawline and here, almost over your teeth, where you'll start to think, oh, it's really quite achy. But again, I said you can take paracetamol and that really takes the edge off. With HIFU, you will feel that general aching sensation over the next few days and your face will feel tender. with radiofrequency microneedling, once the treatment's performed, you won't have any pain sensation at all. You might feel a little bit hot for the day. Let's talk about downtime actually. So radiofrequency microneedling, you are going to look pink for the day, like you've had an intense facial. If we've done a scar treatment, then you might be more red, and that redness might last maybe a couple of days. But for general Morpheus 8, you'll be red on the day, and then by the following day, no one will know you've had it done. You won't even see any redness really. You'll just feel like your face feels slightly sandpapery, almost like when you've had a bit of sun and too much sun and your face feels tight. That's what it'll feel like. But no one will know visibly. There is virtually no downtime. So that's brilliant because you can literally go back to your normal routine the next day. So HIFU, downtime, actually no visible downtime at all. After having had HIFU, you might look slightly pink. You might look like you've had just a relaxing S-bar facial, because that's how little downtime there is, because it literally just goes past the surface of the skin to this deep layer. So no one will know you've had HIFU done. And like I said, visibly there'll be no downtime, but you will feel that there's this aching sensation for days following. Not that that's going to keep you up at night, it absolutely won't. Frequency, so HIFU is a once a year treatment, so you'll have it done today and then you won't need it done for another 12 months. So that is a massive benefit. Radiofrequency microneedling, Morpheus 8, you would have 3 sessions, I think I've said this, 3 sessions spaced around 5 to 6 weeks apart. You can have more treatments than that if you want, but that tends to be the optimum for anti-aging results. If someone's got particularly bad scarring, however, we will do more than 3 sessions. We might do 6 sessions, or we will tailor it to that person for optimum results, basically. So they are the main differences between radiofrequency microneedling and HIFU. One more thing to say is, often people will say to me, well, shall I have this one or that one? Really, it's impossible to tell you over the phone. You would have to come for a consultation, and we would say definitely, well, HIFU is not suitable for you, but this one is. It might be that both are suitable for you, but not always. It really is important that you have this treatment with someone who knows what they're doing, and because you can actually make your skin look worse. You can actually make yourself look older if you have this treatment done badly, in the wrong hands and with bad equipment. So just take heed of that. Also, a lot of clients will end up having both if they're suitable. So I would say that they would have often radiofrequency microneedling first, because that will improve all of like the surface texture and improve the quality of the skin. So in other words, they will look like they've got better, thicker, quality, healthier skin, and that will have a bit of lifting anyway. And then we will do HIFU second, because HIFU will work better if the quality of the skin is already improved. So I hope that has helped you understand the difference between radiofrequency microneedling versus HIFU. If you want more information on this treatment, come and see us at Radiant Living near Wigan. I hope to see you soon.